Membership plans are growing in popularity when it comes to dental practices, and the numbers really make a convincing argument for practices to start using this rather than insurance. So the numbers go as follows. Membership patients have 2.4 times higher case acceptance than non-membership patients. And on average, they spend 1.8 times more, so almost double non-membership patients. Over 2 years, cash production from membership patients grows at 5 times the rate of insurance production. So we can see easily why people are choosing membership as a replacement for insurance, or why dental practices are choosing membership over it. And also patients find it more preferable because they don't have to go through all the hassle of working with these insurance companies. So what is membership? Membership is essentially someone pays a subscription to be a member of your dental practice. A patient would be paying a subscription, and that subscription would qualify them for a set list of services that you determine they would qualify a discount for. So that's the essence of the membership plan. But I want to challenge that a bit further and say that we can go a bit further. So the traditional approach of the membership plan is for people to get access, financial access to treatments by making it more affordable, by spreading out payments over a series of basically a subscription, and so that they can access the treatment a bit easier, sort of like the insurance model. Now, what I see membership doing at the moment is trying to replace the insurance model, which is great. But I think we can go one step beyond that, because the insurance model was good for a smaller group of people who typically relied on more treatments and typically didn't have that access to, or didn't have that financial access. But there is a different set of premium patients who don't necessarily care for the financial access, or it's never been an issue for them. And so the membership model really doesn't do much for them. And in fact, it can kind of erode the identity that they have as someone who maybe goes in and purchases something outright, or someone who doesn't take discounts. You might not be familiar with this patient archetype, but it does exist. And for those people, I'm going to challenge it a bit more. So what if we reframe membership as access and priority rather than as discounts and savings? And for those people, if we were able to create a membership that was about getting priority scheduling, getting same day accessibility, getting direct contact to the dentists, these ways, we don't have to copy the membership models that other people are doing. We can get very creative with how our membership plan delivers value, and how for some certain people whose wants aren't necessarily financially driven, we can get them, or maybe it's more health driven, or maybe it's more access driven. We can provide that with the membership plan. All right. So number one thing I would do is be very clear with who it is that you serve and what it is that they want, so that your membership plan can benefit them. And if neither describes your ideal type of patient, like if you're not really running into people who are looking for more financial access, or you're not running into people who are looking for more direct access and exclusivity and priority, then maybe membership plan isn't for you, which is totally okay. All right, so let's go now one step further. So single tier is typically how we approach membership plans. So if you go to a dental office, they'll have a membership plan you can join or not, and they only have one tier. But the problem is that when you only have one tier, you force everyone who is patients of yours to either be in the membership or not. It's a bit binary. Whereas what we see is that when you have a patient base, many people are in very different journeys. And even if they share the same belief system, even if you have a pool of only ideal patients, they will be on very different journeys. Some people are looking for a complete overhaul. Some people are looking for something only that's preventive. Some people are looking for, you get the idea. And so when we have one membership plan for all these people, it's only going to be able to serve one or two groups of these, or it's going to be able to serve the entire group mildly, rather than serving each unique group, each unique journey more deeply. So what we can do is, rather than create one single plan, is create tiers. So maybe at the first tier would be just the basics, just what they need for prevention. And the tier above it would go more into like treatments. And then the tier above it would go more into things like elective services. All right. And when practices offer 2 to 3 tiers, they've noticed that there was a 25 to 40% higher percent enrollment than in single tier programs. Because what we're essentially doing is we're opening the membership plan model to a larger group of people. Because again, people are in very different journeys. And yeah, so use multiple tiers if you can. And what we could also do is be very cognizant about or intentional about what we name these plans. I've worked with a lot of offices, and the membership plan is called a membership plan. People get it, but it doesn't signal anything further than discounts and savings. So back to the idea of the multiple tiers. Let's say we had 3 tiers, the top one being elective, the bottom one being just the basics. You could call the bottom tier not like membership plan 1, but you could call it like literally just the basics. And someone who is looking for the most minimal stuff, they would see that it's a perfect fit, that it's not, that price isn't going any higher because there's things in there that they don't need, or maybe just essentials is a better word, right? What is their belief system? Do they want just the bare minimum? Do they want only what they need and nothing else, right? Just the essentials. And we can get very intentional with how we craft or frame the narrative around what this membership plan or who this membership plan is for with just the names. And then of course you can get into the details like the services and such. And finally is the idea of the family tier. So this would be distinct from the other tiers that you have. A family tier would basically be a separate tier that requires a group of people, not necessarily blood related, but like you can get friends and family or friends to join as well. And you can join as a family tier. And this would get you things, this would benefit you in a way where you get more retention, referral, and lifetime value all in one decision. Because not only do you help parents whose belief is that they are a caretaker of their family, and the family tier would obviously help them realize that a bit more. But you also get the retention dynamic shifts when you have a whole family in one plan who are already kind of not entrenched, but they've grown with this office. So the economics and the retention really shifts when you get the family tier, which is something to really consider. All right, so there it is. There is the membership plan, kind of reimagined a bit. Right now, how I'm seeing most people do it is they have one tier. It's called a membership plan, and it's for everyone in their office, and that is their membership plan. The way I think we can improve upon that is to ask first, who is the patient base that you seek to serve? What do they want? And if at the core of what they want truly is just discounts and financial savings, sure, the discount and financial saving angle that the membership plan traditionally aims at, or the insurance model even traditionally aims at, can work. But if your ideal patient base has deeper desires, exclusivity, if they want more personalized care, if they want more access to the dentist, if they want more time, all these valuable things that people would happily pay more for, we can reimagine and redesign the membership plan around that. I didn't even include the idea of the VIP or concierge tier, that if someone wants to have status and they want really premium, even complimentary treatments that aren't even dentistry related, that's something you can consider as well. That they could pay an absurd fee to become a VIP or concierge at your office, get all the exclusivity, all the access, even get status with recognition somewhere in your office. But that's something for you to consider too, if you find that those sort of people are also part of your patient group. All right. But yeah, back to the idea that we can push the boundary further by reimagining and starting with what it is that they want at the core of your membership plan and having that membership plan deliver that desire. and the idea to spread out and offer more than one tier of membership, because people are in different stages. They have different levels of needs. They have different levels of readiness to invest. And if your membership plan, if you only have one, then you're hoping that those people can fit into that square peg or whatever. Whereas if we create different shapes, then more different shapes can fit into those different shapes. Hope you like that analogy. And then the family tier, which is going to be crucial if you work with a lot of parents and you help them not just realize the economic value, but also create the narrative around how this is helping them realize their desires of being a better parent or whatever it is that they're wanting as well. All right, so that's the membership plan. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you can redesign and rethink your membership a little or start a membership plan. Yeah, still working on the course. We just touched up on this. I was working on the membership yesterday, so I'll go way more into the analysis of how to set up a membership plan, what are some good examples and stuff like that. And that'll be out in the course. Thanks for watching this video. See you guys in the next one.